Tech Talks. You're chopping it up with Chuck, and I'm here with Antonio DeRose.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
You did.
Okay, is it Tony or Antonio?
I do go by Antonio.
Okay, Antonio. I want to make sure you get it right. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
How has MJ Biz Next been for you?
This has been awesome. It's actually my first MJ Biz conference.
Oh, so you've never been to one before?
I haven't.
Okay. They said this year was a lot bigger than last year at this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's been a good turnout.
Yeah, it has, and a lot of business getting done too, which is important. You know, everybody's coming here to get shit done, and there's a lot of business being done on the floor. So all the feedback I've heard has been pretty good.
Yeah.
So what brings you here?
So I'm here representing Grassroots America magazine.
Okay.
I'm one of their contributing writers, and then our company also handles the social media for their publication.
Okay.
And we just launched nationally in order to meet the demand of our readership, which expanded very quickly. We're a Florida publication. We have 3 issues out now, and we are delivering great research about medicine 1 gram at a time.
Nice. And that's a little play on words, the gram, right?
Yes.
Grassroots
America magazine.
Nice. That's clever. So where can people get the magazine? Is it at events? Are you online? Where's the place they can check it out?
Online. You can check it out at getgramnow.com, and then we also deliver physical copies to local dispensaries and doctors' offices, since our magazine is focused on the science and research behind the medicine of the plant.
Nice. And is it monthly?
Right
quarterly?
now it's every other month,
Okay.
and then starting January 2020, we'll start our monthly publication.
How'd you get involved with them?
Actually, it happened through Facebook.
Okay.
They were reaching out for writers, and I'm a freelance writer, so I reached out to them, and
We've reached out to you for Cannabis and Tech today.
Yes.
You're all over the place. You're at a lot of different events and stuff like that. You're really kind of leaning into the industry. How did that all get started?
Honestly, I'm an athlete to begin with, so I'm a sponsored trail runner. I'm sponsored by cannabis companies to go out and trail run, which is my biggest passion, is fitness. We did the entire 420 games, which is now the Civilized Games.
Okay.
In 2017, my wife and I became the first male and female to complete an entire national tour. We did all 5 states and met a lot of people in the industry and took off from there.
So what's the connection between being an athlete and cannabis?
So being an athlete, a lot of athletes consume cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
It's been very hush-hush for a long time because of issues with sponsors, issues with the particular agencies that they work for, like the NFL doesn't allow cannabis.
Right.
Stuff like that. And
They've suspended guys for years, look like Josh Gordon and stuff like that,
And it's just not right. It's a natural medicine that can help with inflammation. It doesn't just help on the recovery side, which is what gets talked about a lot, but it also helps motivate people to get out and get active.
Yeah. Well, and I think one of the big things is, as far as an athlete is, it's safer. Cannabis is better for you than some of the alternatives, like for pain management.
Definitely, I agree.
Right? And you don't have the issues with, what was the big thing like in the NFL? It's like, they give them painkillers and then you can get addicted, and lots of big players have, big names and stuff, Brett Favre or whatever. It seems like more and more athletes are coming to the forefront and talking about, cannabis and athletes, and I just think it's becoming like more common sense, that this is something that maybe the league should, and the professional sports or the amateur sports or whatever, maybe should kind of chill out about.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's a group called Athletes for Care that was founded by former professional athletes. They focus on wellness in the athletic community and for our society as a whole, and they're actually petitioning right now the World Anti-Doping Agency to remove cannabis from their banned substance list.
So the leagues want to ban drugs that they feel like are performance enhancing, right? Like Correct. They want to, no steroids, right? You can't, I guess Adderall, you can't have that or whatever. I mean, you wouldn't say that cannabis is performance enhancing, would you?
I would say to an extent, but not to the extent of what would be an issue for performing in a professional sports setting.
Sure.
But it helps with the recovery to the point that you can recover a little bit quicker in a natural way. You aren't going to have the negative side effects of something like even just an over-the-counter drug of ibuprofen that wreaks havoc on your organs and your intestine.
Yeah.
You can have a natural anti-inflammatory and then be able to manage your pain or manage inflammation from high-contact sports, or for me, trail running. So a lot of my knees, my ankles, my back is a lot of impact running down mountains.
Yeah.
So I find the benefit there.
What about CBD?
CBD helps me specifically, but I do like full spectrum products that contain a little bit of THC, even if it is below the 0.03 threshold.
And isn't it better if the CBD and the THC are kind of combined as far as... Is that true?
I do agree with the entourage effect that it does help enhance. But I also think that it also has a lot to do with the terpene profiles that are in the plant and the other phytocannabinoids that are available. I'm also a big user of essential oils, which is essentially the terpene form of other plants.
Yeah.
And cannabis has a lot of similar terpenes to things like linalool with lavender.
Okay, everybody, we're going to take a quick break here and just wanted to remind you that this episode of Cannabis Tech Talks is brought to you by the Cannabis Science Conference. Make sure you check out the Cannabis Science Conference in Portland, Oregon, September 4th through the 6th.
So what do you think we can look forward to as far as, athletes and cannabis in the near future?